Great. Okay, so without further ado, I would like to welcome our keynote speaker, a man that I actually respect so much, Dr. Eric Tangumonkem. He's going to be delivering a short speech in terms of general philosophy around studying, working abroad. And if we have some questions, he's actually a man that has lived it. He was born and raised in Cameroon, but migrated to the US over a decade ago. I happened to actually live in his house when I was doing my program in the US. But he has a bachelor's degree in geology. He has a master's degree in earth science, and he has a doctorate in geosciences from the University of Texas at Dallas. So besides being a geoscientist with extensive experience in oil and gas, he's also a teacher, a lecturer, and also an entrepreneur. He has served as Dean of Environmental Missions at the Missionary University, and currently he lectures in 4 different universities, and these are Liberty University, Embry-Riddle University, Aeronautical University, and West Hill College. He's also the president of IEM Approach and a subsidiary IEM Press, a premier personal growth and leadership development company based on the infinite wisdom revealed over the ages. Dr. Eric has written over 30 books, half of which have already been published. He is on a mission to inspire, equip, and motivate people from all walks of life to find their God-given purpose, to pursue the purpose, and to possess it. And so we are privileged this evening to have him give us some charge. So let's welcome Dr. Eric Tangumonkem.
Welcome.
And you all, thank you. It's a privilege to be here, and I'm excited that we are living in one of the greatest time ever. If you're alive right now, you should get excited because the opportunities are boundless, and you need to know that you are in the right place at the right time. We're going to be talking regarding how to secure admissions abroad, maybe secure a job, and all that. And I am a person of faith, and I approach my inspiration, my writing, coaching, or mentorship, however you look at it, from that perspective. The first place you need to start with is to understand that we have principles that are eternal, principles that work no matter your skin color, no matter the continent that you are on, no matter your age. The sooner you discover those principles and start organizing your life around them, the better for you and the faster you are going to get results. Here, success for us is going to be securing that admission. Success for us is going to be getting that job. So start with the principles. Most of us at times we think, I want God to tell me something about my future. I want him to speak. When we read about the accounts of the prophets in the Old Testament, we want God to speak to us in an audible voice. I was sitting in a meeting in 2001, listening to somebody give a presentation from the US, and along the line I got the inspiration, we shall say from the Holy Spirit, that dude, you're going to go to the US and study. That is how my own journey started. Before then, I had never thought about the US because it's very expensive, it was too far, I had no connections. I was thinking to go down to South Africa because in my own mind, I thought it was possible for me to, hike on a bus and find my way down there or something like that. Little did I know that God had other plans for me. I say this to underscore, if you're a person of faith and you are praying and asking God to speak to you if you should go abroad or not, maybe you are not approaching it the right way. If God is going to speak to you, he's going to speak to you, no matter where you are, no matter what you are doing. That takes me to my second point. You need to start with the end in mind. What is your objective? What is your why? What is driving you? What do you see? What is it that you want to do? And most people want to travel because they want to make money. If you really want to make money, I think you can make money anywhere in the world. Africa is still, the opportunities in Africa are boundless. So if money is your objective, if that is what you want to make, you should open your eyes and look very closely, because the opportunities are surrounding you. That notwithstanding, you need to realize that to him that more is given, more is expected. Don't let material things alone be what is pushing you to want to go abroad. If you have not yet risen up to the position where you are thinking, my life should be used to impact other people, I need empowerment so I can empower other people, I think you have to start thinking along those lines. The next thing is that you need to start using what you're already having. If you say that when you think about going abroad, it's very expensive, as I said in my own case, and I'll need about 70 million francs CFA to come and do a PhD in the US. I was not having that type of money. I was not even having $100 in my account. So how do you pull something like that? That is when stepping out in faith becomes very crucial. But you have to understand how the process works. You need to do your own homework. If you want to go abroad, especially in the US, usually at the graduate level, you have to write a GRE. That is an exam that is going to compare you with students from all over the world, also with American students. Everybody who goes to do a master's or a PhD, they have to take that exam. If you do well in that exam, you're going to secure scholarships, they'll give you teaching assistantships and all that. So that is something that if you are thinking of going abroad to study, if you are still an undergraduate student, get the GRE materials and start studying. If you've already finished your undergraduate, in some countries there are even people who offer classes for people to prepare for the GRE. That is your passport. Don't listen to people who tell you you just need to look for a way, go abroad and just survive. That is not a formula for success. It's very difficult out here. When I came as a student initially, and I was thinking from what I heard, that you come abroad, you can just wash dishes in the restaurant, you make money, and there's just a lot of money around and a lot of odd jobs and all that. It's a big lie. When you travel as an international student, you are not allowed to work off campus, and even if you get a job on campus, which those positions are highly sought after, what they pay you, the minimum wage they pay you, it's not enough for you to cover the cost of your tuition and the cost of living and all that. So you don't want to stop your life because your whole objective is I must go abroad, come rain, come shine. That is a formula for disaster. And I've seen a lot of young people come out here and get into a lot of trouble because they didn't think through it. If you want to do it, believe in doing it right. When you do it right, it's going to work for you. It's going to position you to do well. And one way to do it right is to write your exams. Some schools will insist you write the test of English as a foreign language. You need to write the GRE. If you do well, doors are going to open for you. Universities will be pleading for you to come study with them because you've proven to them that you are smart enough. And when it gets down to the nitty-gritties of how to put in the applications and follow up and get admission, I think that is something that we can follow up after this presentation. But you have to start using what you're having. You have to focus. You must discover that there is something in you that you're about to offer. You're not running away from Africa because you cannot make it there. You are bringing value to wherever you want to go. So you need to start thinking like that. It's been said, when you set yourself on fire, people are going to come to you because of the light from the fire and the heat that you've produced. In other words, you need to believe in what you want to do. You need to focus on it. You need to do your homework. If you write a GRE and you pass very well and you secure admission, it's going to be easier for you to get the funds that you need to travel. I wasn't having money. I wrote a GRE, I passed, I got the admission, I didn't get any scholarships. But when I started telling people, look, I have an admission, I want to go to the US, I need help, the people took me seriously because I had done my homework. I didn't start by, trying to ask people, what school should I go to? Please help me fill an application. No, I did my own part. I secured the admission, I got my I-20, I got stuck at that level, I reached out to people, and some people helped me out to be able to come out here and study. The next thing you have to remember is that you need to expect opposition. Not everybody is going to believe you. People told me I was crazy for even thinking that I was going to go to the US. I mean, they were right. But what they didn't realize is that I had a big dream for my life. I was seeing the potential of improving myself, of getting an advanced degree, because I felt that the technology out here was superior. And that was driving me, because I also knew that I was being empowered so that I can help the next generation. People are going to doubt you. People are going to tell you it's not possible. You need to understand that not everybody is going to get excited when you share your dreams with them. You need to forget what those people are telling you and focus on what you want to do. You also have to remember that you don't have to take no for an answer. I went to the US Embassy 4 times and got the visa the 5th time. They kept saying no, I kept going back. They kept saying no, I kept going back. Because most of us will start something, we think it's just going to be easy. Life is not like that. You have to be able to knock down the doors. You don't take no for an answer. You may apply to one school, they turn you down. It doesn't mean that you should stop applying. You may go to the embassy, they're not giving you a visa. It doesn't mean that you should stop. That is why I said you have to start with the end in mind. When you know precisely why you are doing what you want to do, you are not going to take no for an answer. But the greatest thing for us is a change of mindset. Why do you want to leave Africa? Why do you want to work abroad? What is it that is pushing you? Is it that you think you can make it where you are? If you don't believe that you can make it in Africa, don't go abroad. But if you know that you can make it anywhere, you are right to travel. Because a change of geographical location without a change of mindset, it's not going to benefit you. If you think life is difficult, you travel abroad. If your problems are 10, don't multiply it by 20. Because you are competing with the best of the best. When you come to the US, you have people from China, from all over the world. You better be at the top of your game, or you're not going to survive. Life is very rigorous, it's very demanding, but you have what it takes to succeed if you have the right mindset. When you believe that, I'm saying that because for me, before I left Africa, I had come to the realization that being born in Africa was not a problem. Being a black person or having more melanin in my skin is not a problem. I embraced it. Being born at a particular village to particular parents is not a problem. I embraced all that. So in actual fact, I came here not because I was fleeing from failure, not because I was fleeing from lack of opportunity, but I had already evolved to where I was very comfortable with who I was. And that has helped me a lot to do what I'm doing right now. A lot of people have traveled, but they haven't transitioned. They're living abroad, but are still in Africa, and they're having a lot of difficulties. So that mindset change has to happen. You know, we are told that we are transformed by the renewal of our minds. So you need to get excited that we're born in Africa. You need to get excited if you want to succeed, you need to get excited. Deeply in you, you need to embrace it. It's not a mistake that we're born in Africa. Never, ever, ever wish or desire to have been born somewhere else and by different parents. If you haven't done that, please, I just want you to know that the day you realize that, oh, I was born on the right continent, to the right parents, in the right place, you're going to be amazed how far you're going to go. There are opportunities. If you come out here, you stay in school, you study, you should be able to get plugged into the workforce. That notwithstanding, there are two options. Some of us who come out here, we study to go back. So you need to know all that. The sooner you know, the better for you. It's going to help you do well. Again, that is something that we can follow up after this conversation. The other thing is that we're living now in a global village. I run a publishing company, and I've saw some of the work that we do. People work for me from all over: Israel, India, Cameroon, Malaysia. I mean, all over the world. So you can still be in Africa, and you'll be able, if you develop yourself well, you'll be able to access this marketplace. Again, it's going to start with you believing that you have something to offer. It's going to start with you believing that you can make a difference. And that is why this change of mindset is very important, for you to start realizing that, oh, I'm not at a disadvantageous position because I was born in Africa. I can bring something on the table. And to do that, you have to go beyond just focusing on your degrees and what you've learned in school. You have to be a student who reads, somebody who is constantly learning and changing. That is going to help you win no matter where you are. I know it's always, if you think that, oh, those who are making it because they are abroad, that is a very wrong mindset. It's not true. The few you see, there are many, many people who are not making it. If you have the right mindset, you will succeed. I don't want to tell you some of the difficulties we had out here, but we triumphed because of the right mindset. And that is what I want to leave you with, that no matter where you are right now, no matter what your desires are, you need to start working on that mindset and understanding that you can still make it where you are. When you believe that and you move out, you're going to do really well. I'm going to stop there and open it up for questions so that it can be more beneficial to us. And maybe as the questions come in, we can dive deeper into some of the issues that are raised. Thank you.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Dr. Eric, for that nuggets that you've shared with us.